Hey everybody, I haven't really talked to you about my angel encounters yet. This will be the first video, and as you continue on, you're actually going to see some real footage of the same experience that happened to me. Now, with this, I was actually on the roof with my buddy in Austin, Texas. He flew me out and said, let's call the angels down. So exactly as that, we did that. Just asked the angels to come down, and they came. And when they came down, they went in front of my body like this, instantaneously, right on the exact intention. They came all the way down from the sky, came in front of my stomach, and vibrated here, and then shot through my body. And I turned around and said, now it's gonna come over here. And about 2 seconds later, it popped on the other side of my body. And my friend is standing on the side of the roof going, whoa, watching from the side about right here, about this. And this giant description of an intelligence of a pure, bright, plasma-looking ball of a spear. You can tell that had intelligence and awareness. It's very wise. You can just tell the awareness of it. So now what I want to share is, according to my research afterwards and also my experience, that this is the lowest manifestation of an angel when they come down as antimatter. Now, also physical things can be removed, as it says in the Bible and also in the Quran. If God shows his face, then a whole mountain would disappear, because as antimatter steps in, it's like sticking your head through a video game and a lot of the pixels disappear, or like the movie Fat Albert, as they're coming through the TV in such a matter. So this time in my life happened actually when, being very pure, I literally been dialoguing with God, and out of 24 hours, I would say I've been an hour and a half in the day living in the spirit. And what does that mean is, back then when I was listening to TV Joshua a lot, he would say, he could take some beads and say, Holy Spirit, take more of me, give me more of you, more of your holiness, and you embody the feeling of holiness, more of your purity, more of your righteousness, more of your justice. And I'll embody those feelings as I'm walking, as I'm sleeping, or about to go to bed, as I'm getting up from my bed, as I'm walking to and fro. So this is what I'm doing on a moment-to-moment basis, as often as possible. And then it started to run in me like meditation, like blood running through my veins. It started to become automatic. And also at the time, I was also doing internal tongues from what I thought tongues was. So inside I was going, when I see someone, I'm like, hey, how you doing? But inside I'm burning it up with the fire on a moment-to-moment basis as often as possible. Now I was probably doing, honestly, very honest here, 6 minutes in sporadic moments, 15 seconds here, 30 seconds here, and then I get distracted and then I'll forget. But throughout the day, it will total up to maybe 6 minutes, an hour, or an hour and a half out of 24 hours. Though I started to turn that into these inner sensations with no words, pictures, images, or anything. Because as we know, even in the Quran itself, it says if an angel visits your house, to remove pictures. And we know that people take it literal when they start taking pictures off the wall, but it's speaking of images, it says images actually, of images in the mind, to reject these images or these idols. So that's what I began to do, and I started moving on to a higher dimension due to the fact that consciousness only runs through 1 through 6 dimensions. And consciousness is another term as described as Satan, as illusions. Your soul's at the 7th dimension. So I chose to go there, and the 7th dimension is perfect. Consciousness is 1 through 6. So I choose to go there to my soul, and I feel the heat, and I started experiencing these inner sensations of joy, peace, love. Now don't get it confused with emotions, because all emotions are actually based off of fear, and there's 4 types of emotions. We'll run through that in another video. So these are inner, deep, deep feelings that you're experiencing a perception through internally and dialoguing until you hear a response. So this is what has been happening. I'm hearing a response from the spiritual world, and then I pour in more love, and it's over and over and over again. And as this builds up, I'm building my inner man. I'm building the kingdom within me to manifest on the external. So once again, the angels are the lowest manifestations that can come down, and you see them come down also as spears and balls. So we're gonna get right into the video with this and continue our dialogue. Bless you.
Your personality is what makes the choices. Your personality is your spirit. When it merges with your soul, which is at your solar plex, you will feel a heat. When you feel this heat, you start to dialogue. take more of me, give me more of you, more of your holiness, your purities, but not with words. You take this love, this gratitude, this joy, the fact that you're even sustaining life, the fact that you have gratitude to be alive today, and you drive it in your soul. Your soul is the portal to the spiritual world, and you're driving this deep, indescribable feeling of love that you have towards God. And you're dialoguing more and more, and you're getting filled, you're getting charged, you're getting energized, you're getting filled more and more and more on a moment to moment. And you do not disconnect, because if you disconnect from God, you're taking a break from God. If you're walking, if you're eating, if someone's having a conversation with you, you're not talking to that person, you're talking to God. You're still keeping it within your soul, and you're ever increasing in joy and peace and love and gratitude. Not as the earth or the worldly things will bring you. If you start paying attention, you lose your distraction. You put your attention to the love of God. Every time you pay attention to an external thing, you're wasting your life force for God to sustain that from you, and it would drain your battery, and you're falling for the things of the world. And your personality, your spirit will merge with artificial intelligence. You will merge with consciousness. And trust me, you want to go back home. Your soul is urging to go back home. So take this dialogue consistently. A break from love to the soul is a break from God. It's disconnecting from God. Even as you're listening right now, are you engaging right now with God? As I'm talking to you, I'm feeling the love within my soul. As I said, as I'm eating, if I'm driving, at all times, you do not want to disconnect from God. You keep it going and going and going. It's relationship at all times. This is before religion was even established, before that martial arts was established, before martial arts was even established. You're driving that relationship continuously, 24/7, never letting it go. And then you get a response of love back, and you feel it and you know it. And you send that right back in there over and over and over again until the two become one.
It is like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water, like water. Water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Water can flow or it can crash. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Be water, my friend. Running water never goes stale, so you gotta just keep on flowing, keep on flowing. So you gotta just keep on flowing. So you gotta just keep on flowing. You have to train. You have to keep your reflexes so that when you want it, it's there. When you want to move, you're moving. I mean, you gotta put your whole hip into it. Snap, snap, become one with her. You better train every part of your body. I mean, you gotta put your whole hip into it. Snap, snap. You gotta train, become one with her. You gotta train every part of your body. Running water never goes stale, so you gotta just keep on flowing, keep on flowing. So you gotta just keep on, just keep on. Under the sky, under the heaven, there is but one family. Do not believe in styles. Styles separate man. It's a process of continuing growth, process of continuing. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Water can flow, or it can crash. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Be water, my friend.
Jenny, I saw something physical. What do you think?